Yo, what's going on guys, and today I'm going to be bringing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to find your main in the newest year and season of Operation Deadly Omen, or if you're normal, like I said before, year 9 season 1. Now if you do enjoy, please like and subscribe, go follow my Twitch, Twitter, and all that jazz. It's all in the description. And without further ado, I don't want to waste your time. This is how to find your main in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, with the newest season, Ubisoft decided to implement a way to filter attackers and defenders by intel, anti-gadget, support, frontline, map control, and breach on attack. And on defenders, it's filtered by all. No, it's not filtered by all, dumbass. It's filtered by trappers, intel, anti-gadget, support, anti-entry, and crowd control. Now, this may seem extremely overwhelming at first for a lot of new players, and I can understand why. My goal here is to limit down these roles into 4 categories for both attack and defense, and as well as this, demonstrating that some operators fall under more than one category. For example, Jaeger, anti-gadget and support, and Cade being anti-entry and anti-gadget. I'm going to help you limit this down just to 4 on both attack and defense. And for attack, I would limit it down to Fragger, support, roam clear, and hard breach. Now, Fragger consists of the operators that will go for kills and be the first one in the building. Support will consist of your operators that support the Fragger or hard breach or the rest of the team in general, just to get their job done and made a lot easier. And you'll often find yourself droning a lot more for the rest of the team. Roam clear, your job is just clear the roam, make sure there's no one off site, and that when you go execute onto site you're not going to get flanked. And hard breach, your job is just open up the reinforced walls. Pretty simple. That's my go-to role. Now the operators I'd have under Fragger would be Ash, Twitch, Blitz, IQ, Buck, Sledge, Ying, Sophia, Finka, Not, Ayana, and to an extent Deimos, but I'll get into that later. Of course, as previously established, your job is to go in and get kills. However, some operators are better than others, so I'm just going to be giving you my 3 personal favourite fraggers for you to choose and either play or purchase when you get the chance. Personally, I think the 3 best fraggers at the moment is Ash, Buck, and Ying. Ash recently got back her ACOG on the R4C, which is a bit powerful buff. You have 2 breaching rounds to destroy bulletproof utility, and you have claymores for putting down, make sure you don't get flanked, or you have breaching charges if you're going from above and you need to make holes for vertical. The reason why I have her as one of the best, however, is because due to her speed. She's extremely quick. You don't really want to be sprinting into objectives, but the speed does help. If you see an opportunity where you could get a flank, the speed definitely does help. And the fact that R4C has an ACOG now, that ACOG on the R4C is just busted. The R4C is an amazing gun, amazing operator. However, I do want to add though, Ash does fall off in the easy to play part, and the fact that Ash has a lot of recoil, but if you learn the recoil and control the recoil, your job's a good one. Now next up, I have Buck. Buck has the skeleton key, flashes, hard breaches, skeleton key, I said that twice, fuck, gong 6, and a pistol. The reason why Buck is such an amazing fragger is you can make the vert, which is either going below site, shotgunning above to make sure you get rid of utility for the rest of your team to execute onto site, and then you can go entry, and also the skeleton key is amazing to kill. You also have powerful primary and the C8, which is high rate of fire, a little bit of recoil, a little bit of kick on it. However, with the ACOG now, it's just an SMG on attack with high damage. And you have flashes to help yourself make a swing and a play onto a defender in a power position. I also have hard breaches in case you're going for the vert and nobody else is wanting to bring Habana or another hard breach operator to get the hatches for yourself. This meaning he is kind of the jack of all trades, but like a master of some in certain scenarios. And also Buck is sexy as fuck, and he's just straight up just being an amazing operator forever. Now, Ying has 4 Candelas, allowing you to jizz on 4 defenders at a time. I think that says enough, but if you aren't sold already yet, you have a T5 LMG AR hybrid thing. It's pretty good for getting kills. Just make sure you pre-fire every angle with the Ying. That's my one tip with her. You also have the option between smokes and hard breaches. Smokes if you're going for a plant play, hard breaches any other time so you can open hatches when no one else is playing hard breaches. So yeah, make sure you're picking up Ying if you're trying to entry in the new season of Rainbow Six Siege. Now next up we have support operators. Now support operators I'd say would be limited down to Thatcher, Twitch, IQ, Maverick, Finka, Capital, Gridlock, Nomad, Cali, Zero, Flores, Osa, Grim, Brava. Now you may have noticed that I stated one operator for 2 different roles. That's because that operator can be used in multiple different roles. For example, Finka can frag and heal the rest of her team, meaning she can frag with the spear rate, make her a fragger, and she can heal her team with her ability. The 3 best support operators I would say currently would be Thatcher, because you have EMPs, which are amazing. The L8 is an amazing rifle. EMPs counter majority of defender gadgets in the game, which is insane. Capital, of course, Capital, you have the Para, which is an amazing primary with an extended barrel on it. You have flame bolts, which are just a replacement for frag grenades now. Now a quick tip for Capital, if you shoot a bullet hole in the ceiling, you can shoot a flame bolt through the bullet hole to then deny that area from below without being exposed. And Grim. Grim would also be an amazing support operator in the sense you can completely deny an area 5 times for so long with constant red pings, causing pressure onto defenders and allowing your fraggers to go swing and get the kill. You have the 552 commando, meaning you could also swing yourself as well with 1.5 and a 2x, but now you only have the ACOG and hollows. You also have the bailiff as well to open soft breaches and soft hatches, and all in all, Grim is an amazing operator. However, inside support as well, I would like to point out there is another subcategory, I'd say, inside support ops, and that would be flank watch. Your flank watch would be Nomad, Grim job, and you can make a case for 0 as long as your dead teammates are willing to watch your cameras. All 3 of these operators are good. You can definitely bring them on any site. Very flexible. I'd honestly say if you're solo queue, the best operators you can play are flank watch, because you have amazing primaries in the sense that a Nomad has the ARX and F90 on gridlock, and you have the Zero's assault rifle, which is very powerful, and you also have the necessary gadgets to take care of site and pick up any other role in the team, meaning flank watch all in all is probably the best solo queue role to play. And moving on from that, we have roam clear. Your roam clear operators consist of Dokkaebi, Lion, Jackal, Deimos. Now with these 4 operators, your job is pretty simple. You're assisting the fragger in getting the kill onto the roamers, meaning there's no one left off site. With Jackal you have the C7E, shotgun secondary, and the ITA, and smoke grenades, claymores. I'd honestly bring smoke grenades. Your goal with Jackal, just sniff feet and red ping defenders so that your fragger can go get the kill, or yourself can go get the kill. Next, Dokkaebi. Hold down E, call the entire team of defenders. You have the amazing DMR and the EBR. You have the SMG-12 for secondaries if you miss all your DMR shots, which you gotta be some motherfucking ranked teammate to do that, but there's definitely some of you that miss a full EBR mag. You also have EMPs, flash grenades, and smokes, meaning you have the best secondary gadgets in the game. Next up is Lion. Lion's primaries, you have the option between the 417 DMR or the V308. For pistols, I'd run the P9 over the revolver, just because it's more consistent. And for secondary gadget, I'd run flashes over frag grenades to make engagements cleaner and easier to make. Your goals line is just when you spawn in, go, "Yo team, you want me to scan? Tell me, man." And then from then on out, whenever you're asked to hit E on your keyboard, you press E on your keyboard, or if you're ever asked to press right bumper on your controller, you press that right bumper when they are asking. Now lastly, we have Deimos. Yeah, if you haven't saw Deimos already, oh my god. Bro, this guy is the main character. You have the ability to red ping so you red ping defenders that are roaming in the prep phase, and then throughout the match, at a press of a button, you get wall hacks on them with a revolver that does 70 damage through walls and has shotgun destruction. Yeah, that's how you play Deimos. And you have the option between frags or hard breaches, so you can always pick up the select if no one else brings hard breaches, or you can just frag people and get them out positions and clear bulletproof utility yourself. You also have the AR and the shotgun, but they're kind of your secondary. I'd run the AK-74M over the SES pump shotgun due to the fact that, again, that it's a shotgun attack. I'm not really sold on them. Now you may have noticed that I covered every single roam clear in the game just there. That's because I believe every roam clear is in a perfect state for the game. They're in amazing states. Maybe Deimos is a bit too overpowered, but I'm fine with that being overpowered. I've always been under the impression that if you're going to release a new character, make them overpowered at first and then fine tune them, nerf them down to where they're at a balanced state, instead of releasing Grim and then having to wait a year before they make Grim insane. Now lastly, we have hard breaches. Hard breaches consist of Hibana, Maverick, Thermite, Ace. Now first up is Thermite. Thermite has the option between the assault rifle and the 5.56XI, an amazing assault rifle with low recoil, high damage, and an ACOG. For secondaries, he has the option between the 5.7 USG and the M45 music. Then for secondaries, you have smokes or stuns. I'd always run stuns just because I feel like they're more consistent, and smokes with a warden meta currently. I don't know how it will be in the new season. It's kind of suicide. Of course, with Thermite, you make the biggest hard breach. However, it does take the most assistance to get done if you don't do it correctly. Now, next hard breach is Hibana. Hibana, you should only really be using it to get hatches, or if you're solo and you're trying to get a wall that isn't going to be bandit tricked or K-clawed or mute jammered. For Hibana, your options for primary weapons is either Supernova or the Type 89. You can switch between any of them, whatever you prefer using. I prefer the Type 89, but prefer the Supernova. The Supernova is very overpowered at the moment. It's just kind of boring in my opinion. And for secondaries, only run the bearing 9. And for secondary gadgets, only run flash grenades. Of course, you only want to bring Hibana if you try to open hatches mainly, unless you're just opening a Mira or anything like a LOS on the site. The next is Maverick. Maverick, learn to Maverick trick. It's very hard to do, but if you learn how to do it, it's amazing. You have the M4 solid primary assault rifle. Pistol, you only have that. And then for secondary gadgets, you either have smokes, claymores, or stuns. I'd run stuns personally. or smokes if you're playing with a glass so you can combo abilities. Never run the AR 1550, not my type of weapon, but if you prefer 11 shot DMR, go for it. But Maverick is very solid, and it's also used as a support operator for opening the breach in tandem with an ace. I wouldn't combo him with a Thermite just because you have to make feet holes to get the bandit batteries off the wall. I mean, that Thermite can be shot through the feet holes, and you can't open the hard breach wall, which is not very good for team. You understand, you comprehend. Yes. And lastly, we have Ace. Ace is the master of all. Now with Ace you have the AK-12 and a P9 and claymores or soft breaches for opening vertical. And Ace is really good for any type of wall. Now for Ace, never bring this motherfucker near a hatch because he fully shits the bed as soon as he sees a hatch, as it takes 2 to break 1. Yes, I'm not trolling. You need to use 2 hard breaches to open the 1 hatch. Thank God for that, honestly, looking back on it, because Ace is an insane hard breach even after 27,000 nerfs. Now that is all the categories I consider for attack. You may notice that I left a lot of defenders. You may notice I left a lot of attackers out. This is because they either fall under none, or I personally just don't believe they're good enough. And that's why it's 5v5, so you can bring these miscellaneous operators, sort of like Montaigne, who definitely is a support operator, but you can also frag with, now with the new shield rework. And Blitz, a frontline fragger, but you can also back off and play support to a degree because you cause a lot of distraction. Or Ram as well with vertical. However, you're not going to be the first person in the building, as your boogies are extremely powerful, you need to keep them alive. Now on that note, we're going to be moving on to defense now. In defense, the 4 categories I'd consider would be Roamer, go fucking figure, Intel, and Denial, and Trap operators. Now for Roamers, your options are Pulse, Capcan, Jaeger, Valkyrie, Kavera, Ella, Vigil, Alibi, Solus, Thorn, Oryx, Goyo, Mozzie, and that would be it. However, the 3 best Roamers currently in the new season: Solus, Valkyrie, and Capcan. Now, Solus, where the fuck do I start? Hey, you want a drone in the prep phase? Do you want a plant in sight and a Solus is still alive? Do you want to play the video game as intended? When Solus is on the defender and you're an attacker, you cannot play the game. The game is unplayable. You have a P90 as Solus and the ITA shotgun. The shotgun is a very solid shotgun, not one of the best, but very solid. P90 can be said as well, not the best SMG, but extremely solid. So to make it up for pretty solid weaponry, they give her the SMG-11, the best secondary weapon in the game. But it doesn't stop there. They give her impacts. Now you may be asking me, Mr. what would be so powerful about impact grenades? Because you can just set them upside. That's not your job. As Solus, you keep these bad boys in your pocket. You keep them pocket, bruv. You keep these impact grenades, bruv, in the pocket. Alright? The reason for this, bruv, is as soon as you see an up planting that bomb, yeah, on your Solus tracker, fam, you're throwing impacts at that motherfucker until they get off that bomb. Or you down them and get the kill, fam. Ratty. No contest, ratty. But simple, Solus, overpowered, do play. Now I said Valk. Valk, MPX, Deagle. If you're on the spaz, you are what you use. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get demonetized. For secondaries, you have impacts and nitros. If I catch any Valkyrie player using impact grenades on Valkyrie, it's on site. You're getting team killed. And, you know, more consequences, but of course, YouTube TOS. You have 3 black eyes. I know I'm not talking about getting punched in the face. I'm talking about 3 black dots you can place anywhere on the map, which are just cams. Straight up just cams. And if you didn't know, there's a little thing in this game called a yellow ping, meaning you can yellow ping a defender from below and then boop, blow up the C4. Or, like I like to do, is pre-place a C4, have a black eye right next to it, and then as soon as 2 defenders walk in, bam, gone, obliterated. Also, the MPX is an amazing SMG, low recoil, low damage, headshot machine. Now I also said Capcan. Capcan, you have 5 traps, stack 2 on 2 doors, and then put your 5th one anywhere you want, because 2 is enough to kill anyone 2 armor and below. And I don't know if you knew this, but if you go look at the attackers, majority of them are either 2 speed or 3 speed. Any 1 speed, it's like you've got gridlock and that's it, really. Can't think of any off the top of my head aside from that. Or fuse, but I mean, come on. If you die to a fuse, I don't know what to tell you. You're horrible. You've just died to a 12-year-old who just got off Fortnite to go play a different game because Jinxie SSG, their favourite, newest TikToker, is playing the game and they want to be just like them. Now for Capcan, you have the Russian submachine gun or the sausage. If I catch anyone using the sausage, again, like I said previously with Valkyrie, it's on site. For pistols, you have the Gush and the PMM. Use the PMM. PMM is just a small pistol with 50 caliber sniper rifle rounds on top of it so that you can fully penetrate any attacker that comes your way. For secondary gadgets, you have nitros and BP. If I catch anyone with a BP, it's on site, a nitro cell is a free kill. And that would be all the roamers that I would recommend you play it in the new season. Moving on, we have intel operators. Now, let me be clear, Solus and Valkyrie are amazing intel operators, and I would honestly make an argument for them being the best in the game again. However, just so you have more operators to diversify from, I'm going to list 3 new intel operators, but just make it clear, if I did include them, Valkyrie and Solus would be number 1. Intel operators consist of Pulse, Valkyrie, Mira, Legion, Alibi, Ella, Mozzie, Melissa, Solus, and Fenrir. Now, for the 3 best I'd recommend, number 1 would be Legion. I will dick ride this motherfucker to the day I die. The T5 SMG is an amazing SMG, all around amazing weapon. You have the super shorty to set up sight, and you have 9 traps throughout around, so the longer you stay alive, the more intel and the more traps you have available. I would also say that Maestro is an amazing intel operator. 3 Evil Eyes, as long as you come with the right mindset and setup, he can be a fucking menace for the defenders, making him an amazing operator for gathering intel and denying plan. And lastly, we've got Mira in my top 3 intel operators. One-way Mira, amazing for getting kills if they don't deal with it. You have the Nitro and the Vector, amazing combos, and you also have a secondary shotgun, which is, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but amazing for the outside. Mira's just an all-round amazing anchor and operator play to get kills and get intel. Moving on, denial operators. So this could be intel denial, or it could be denying breach. There's a lot of things you can deny in this game, and a lot of operators can do it. For denial, I've got Mute, Smoke, Pulse, Tachanka, Bandit, Cade, Solus, Clash, Maestro, Mira, Mozzie, Fenrir, Warden, Goyo, Tubera. For my 3 best denial, plant denial operators, I would say Smoke. In the Smoke canisters, you have the best defender combo weaponry in the game. In the SCS shotgun and SMG11, I've discussed already, them both being amazing guns. You also have the option between beepers and barbed wire. Always bring barbed wire. Smoke is an all-around, like, the goat of anchoring. When you think of anchoring, you can't not discuss Smoke. In the same vein, you also have his counterpart in Mute. Again, amazing weaponry, a nitro cell, and 4 either drone denial or wall denial, making Mute probably the best for denial overall, and making Mute a mess to play against, and also should be one of your go-to operators when you're anchoring and when you're playing denial. And lastly, for plant denial, I sound like a broken record, Solus. Now, for breach denial, again, Mute is definitely up there. Cade, in the sense that you have the TCSG and the AR, both amazing weapons. I prefer the TCSG. You have the revolver. If you bring the hand soul blaster, you're trolling and you should TK yourself in game. Bring the nitro cell, electro claws. You can hide them around the site and it'll electrify the wall. Amazing operator, and I would say he edges out Bandit slightly. However, if you don't have Cade or Cade's banned, Bandit is still an amazing operator. Do not get that shit fucked with. And lastly, Tubera, the newest addition to Rainbow Six Siege. You have 3 canisters, you know, the freeze, the hard breaches progression, the current speed, the current progress, the current is that when you throw the canister at the wall. You also have the nitro cell or the AR-15 or MPX. I prefer the MPX because MPX is an amazing headshot machine. You have 1 pistol, unless you can fucking magic one out of thin air. If you magic one out of thin air, send me tutorial, I want to see immediately. But Tubera in combination with Bandit or Cat, amazing operator. Moving on from denial. Next up, we got trap. Trap operators, simple. They either go boom, they either stick a needle in your foot, or they take a couple seconds and then boom for, you know, comedic purposes. Farm. Now, of course, going for trap operators, we have Capcan, go figure, the original trapper, Frost, Thorn, Ella, Legion, Fenrir, and that would consist of all the trappers. However, my top 3 would be, again, as previously stated, Legion, amazing operator. Fenrir, you have the Bailiff for setting up site, an MP7 for getting frags, and you have 5 FNAT mines, activate 3 at a time. If they're not activated, they're bulletproof, but if they are activated, an attacker decides to walk in one, they turn it to Stevie Wonder and they can't see 2 feet in front of them, making them an amazing operator to win one-sided gunfights because they can't see you. There's no coming back from that. And from a 3rd place, I would say Capcan. However, just to give you some more diversity, I will discuss Frost. Frost has access to the 9mm C1, pretty mid assault rifle, low damage, low fire rate, but a 1.5 now ACOG does make up for it, and it's low recoil. For secondary weapons, you have the ITA shotgun. If you bring the pistol, your team killed. And then for gadgets, you've got the deployable shield. Again, like I said, for the shotgun, anything else, your team killed. Now, for Frost's ability, 3 frost mats. If the attacker walks into it, they get instantly downed and trapped in the bear mat, and they can either pull themselves out and leave blood trail, and they can't sprint for the duration of the blood trail in the bottom left of their screen, or another attacker frees them from the bear trap, leading them to not have the debuff. However, they're still on 20 HP, meaning they're just away from dead. I wish I could clap my lips more, but my lips are dry as fuck. I'm trying to get this over so I can go, you know, the Vaseline and shit, bro. But that's gonna end the video. If you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. Give me your 3 favorite operators for each of the subcategories I put them into. Please don't dox me and fully hate me if I decided to say that Thorn isn't the best trap operator, which she's not. I will stand by that, and Thorn's your favourite operator for some reason, for like the 2 people out there that think Thorn's the best operator in the game. Again, like I said before, make sure you like and subscribe. Go follow my social medias in the description of the video. Thank you guys for all the support recently, it's been amazing. We hit 400 subs, and to be honest, it's mind-boggling to me because I've only started taking YouTube seriously beginning of 2024, and like the growth is astronomical, and it's only up from here, I guess, unless somehow you guys, I don't know, find out I murdered someone. Don't check the police files. Love you guys. Mwah!
Babushka, that's a Huntress add-on.
Wait, the Huntress is Russian?
Yep.
Oh.
Damn. You're lost in the sauce, NPC-ness.
Am I lost in the sauce for not immediately identifying that that bitch is from Russia?
Lullaby, la 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 la.
Name me 3 Russian lullabies right now. Let's go lullaby for lullaby in Russian. Name me 3 Russian lullabies right now.
I'm busy right now, hold up.
Oh yeah. You've got Babushka, Mamushka, and Lalushka. Shut your dumb ass up.